Spoken like a true musician, citizens. This is going to be a different kind of conversation because that's what it is, man. We've known this guy for quite some time. He's no stranger to the show, and you're no stranger to his accomplishments. Multiple Grammy nods. He's worked with all your favorite artists. He's helped them all cultivate and catapult their careers, everyone from YG to Kendrick Lamar, Snoop, Corday, D-Smoke. I mean, this dude has had his DNA, HB, in a lot of hit careers, not to mention his own. And most recently, I've been watching him. When I think of him and when I listen to this album, some of the names that came to my mind, and I'm not even gassing him because he's on the air. I'm always curious to how producers consistently reinvent themselves, right? And so that their sound sustains time and eras. Timberland is a producer whose sound has sustained time and eras. You know, Dr. Dre is a producer that's time has sustained time, has lasted times and through eras. Quincy Jones, you know, and when I'm looking at his Instagram, it really kind of warmed my heart to see him sitting in a room with legends like Herbie Hancock and Quincy Jones, and it then began to make sense. He got a bigger vision than just making playlists on DSPs or making charts on Billboard or wherever else we receive our accolades. I feel like it's a bigger mission with this guy, and you can hear it in his new album, Drones. Give it up for the one and only Terrace Martin. Terrace Martin. T!
Hey, Terrace!
What up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Man,
Hey.
I was New York hanging with y'all. I would bring y'all a bottle of water and champagne right now if I could.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Hey, T. Hey, I just so you know, I only drink high alkaline water. So if you do drink, bring it. Make sure it's 9.5. Okay.
Oh yeah, you know, I wouldn't bring you nothing less than 9.5, or I would just actually bring you some really fresh spring water instead of alkaline. But it will all be good. It'll all be very high level and good for you.
Oh, I like that, man. Who'd you study under? Where you learn nutrition?
Shit, I honestly, man, like Herbie, dudes like that's 80-some years old, still fly, still driving fast Teslas, wearing all Prada, living in the fly shit, and just being just fly. Those are cats I listen to and just look at. So Herbie, Quincy, all these cats, they all drink certain waters for certain times. Either it's alkaline for certain times, spring water, definitely the vegan thing, but like, you know, stay away from soy, like certain little things, man, so we can keep on just living and being cool, you know?
That picture of you, Quincy, and Herbie in one room, man, you can't just post pictures like that and not share. Come on, Terrace. Like, what was the...
Let me tell you,
Go ahead.
I was trying to be cool that day, but every time I work with those two, I do have a moment where I run to the bathroom, look at myself, and say, okay, let's pull it together. But that particular day, it was some more cats in that room that day. That was the day. That picture was taken about a year ago.
Okay.
At Sunset Sound, I was working. I had the opportunity about 5 years ago to go and work with the great Clark Terry. And those that don't know Clark Terry is Miles Davis' trumpet teacher. Quincy Jones is main teacher, and just a huge inspiration in the black musician whole situation with New York in the fit. He was actually one of the first black musicians to be on shows like NBC and different things like that. But anyway, he's a master musician, and I got a chance to go and work with him. Me and Quincy flew Snoop out. Snoop came with me, and we worked together. So 5 years later, he passed since then, but he ended up passing, and we ended up going to the studio and bringing up those vocals. So I called Quincy back in. I called Herbie in. Kamasi and Robert were on the other side. Snoop was on the other side, too. I just didn't have that picture. But that day, that picture was a picture taken from Samantha Whitehead, and that was a picture of us listening to the playback and Quincy Jones having a moment saying, like, wow, like, I just miss my friend Clark, because they was friends forever. They was friends, like, since the 50s. So that was that having a moment. And Herbie's right there saying, wow, you know, Clark used to hire me, too. Like, that was a real moment of just, like, it wasn't about Herbie, Quincy, and Clark. It was just three homeboys that really missed each other, and I just happened to be the dude on the wall just there, right there.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Wow.
Terrace Martin, that's incredible, man. That's an incredible story. Yo, I know you got a ton of them. Did your dad introduce you to a lot of people?
Man, so what was interesting, my dad introduced me to jazz, and my father introduced me to art, black art, being a man, being a black man, in South Central LA. Like, he introduced me to the art and the music thing. A lot of times in LA, you know how LA is, right? Yeah. LA is big but small, and LA is one of the only places like you can live in the hood, and 6 minutes up the road, you in Hollywood sitting next to the stars. So I always knew that young. So I was just hustling to meet everybody. Man, the first person I met that really started plugging me in is it's an OG bass player from L.A. by the name of Andrew Goucher. This is also D Smoke's uncle. D Smoke's come from, first of all, I've been knowing D Smoke since he was 4 and 5 years old.
Wow.
D Smoke comes from a very intense. He comes from a very intense, high-level black musical family. From the grandmother, his mother is one of my favorite vocalists in the world, and his uncle, which his name is Andrew Goucher, he's the one that hooked me up, hooked Warren Campbell up, so many different people in L.A. He's like the godfather to L.A. for me. So he is the one that turned me on to different people when I was 14. He introduced me to a cat named Marlon Williams. Marlon Williams is where the whole fly shit begins, because Marlon was Snoop's guitar player since 1995 on all the records. So Marlon was with Snoop and still is with Snoop. Marlon was with Snoop. I was in high school. I ended up ditching high school every day, moving in with Marlon on accident on the couch, just because he was close to everybody and he was so hip and a dope guitar player. So through Marlon, my first time ever professionally meeting Snoop Dogg was on, Snoop was rehearsing for the Last Meal tour, and Marlon said, "Hey, Snoop needs some horns. You should come down and bring your horn." And I said, "Man, I got beats too." He said, "Don't worry about your beats. Don't go in here with this. Go in here with this. Let them learn to like you. Let them learn to love you. And when it's comfortable in the proper time, then you have your beats." And I was just Snoop Dogg's saxophone player and hardly talked to the man for like 6 months until I was about 18 years old. And I was like, let me go over there and play a video game with him, because I see he loves Madden at the time. Uh-huh. You know, I just built the whole thing with Snoop, and then Snoop is the oracle to everybody. Snoop is how I got to Quincy Jones. Snoop is how I learned how to produce records, even get to Kendrick Lamar. Snoop is the one that validated me in Los Angeles. Snoop taught me how to be a better father, a better producer, a better songwriter, a better everything in my life. Is like contributed to like real men. My father, Reggie Andrews, Marlon Williams, Snoop Dogg. Like, those are like the leaders I looked at in my whole life, my family.
Wow, man. Terrace Martin is here, man. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. I'm going to get out the way, let Heather and Tracy jump in. But your album, you know, from the first song, turning poison into medicine, you know, that just put me in the, okay, this is about to be something different. This ain't just about melodies, beats, you know. No. Yeah. This is sounds and colors and noises, and this is the intangible. This is something, you know, that you can't necessarily grab or touch, but you gonna feel it. I'm gonna play "Turning Poison into Medicine" real quick, and I want to open up the phone lines. Terrace Martin is here. You're going to enjoy his music. 888-742-3345. You already have for years, and let's play that real quick. "Turning Poison into Medicine." It's Terrace Martin. I just wanted to play a song with no vocals really on it like that.
Gorgeous. Wow.
you know what I mean? Like with the song, right? What you HB jump in there?
No, hey Terrace, what's up? It's Heather. Nice to meet you and hear your voice. And what's up, baby? And hear your voice. And I'm doing beautifully, man. I feel marvelous today. I told Sway and Tracy G and the citizens, God just put it in my spirit this morning. I woke up, I feel marvelous, and I'm thankful for that. And as I'm listening to you speak, it's so funny because, like, you know, for a certain generation of folks that learned and got into the music industry, we sort of learned the business as we were doing it. Some people signed bad deals. Some people, you know, if they only knew this before they signed a deal, or if they only knew that before they got with this management company or production company. And I'm listening to you talk, and I'm wondering for you, is it easier being behind the scenes? Are you more comfortable there? Or do you truly find your comfort zone being out and coming from behind the scenes as a singer, songwriter, artist? Like, which one is more comfortable for you?
I don't. To be honest, I don't have a comfort zone because I built my life to where, artistically in business, I never want to have a comfortable zone. I actually want to be uncomfortable in every situation because my whole thoughts and how I think about the game, like I knew this entertainment business was going to be twisty when I came in because I came through with an entertainment family. So I was a child. I mean, we could talk a whole nother day about. I remember when the drum machine got ushered in the music change and all live musicians had lost their house. So and was living in hotels and everything all through LA. So I've seen some different things that make me already say my faith and my human being senses are not in this record business. This business is the entertainment business. So I was lucky enough to already know what I'm walking into. So so by me walking into that, what I learned was, for me personally, and I actually did this helped my life. This helped me. I was a fucker for years. I'm still trying to get it right, but this helped me get a lot of my life right, to where I started being addicted to challenges. I started being addicted to challenges because I was so infatuated with breakthroughs. Every time I broke through a challenge and I got through a breakthrough, whether it's physically, spiritually, musically, business-wise, the breakthrough of that was so rewarding. I just started getting addicted to challenges, and I started putting myself in these situations to where, you know what? Okay, I did 5 songs on this person's record. They want to do this. They want to do that. That doesn't seem fair, but you know what? It's all right. I'll get them next time. Here, go ahead. Take the songs. Oh, you, and everybody telling me you should do. It's always the people that's not in the game giving you advice about your business in the game. You should do this. You should do that. First of all, I never listened to none of them. So I was always like, I was always okay with certain things because my goal was I just have to make it to this point, then I could turn left. Once I turn left, I'm in a whole different city mentally, spiritually, then I could control more things. Let me get on first. So for years, I didn't bother with the bad deals I was in because I wasn't in too much horrible deals other than a publishing deal, and just like the regular shit. But that's what I asked for. I love the good and I love the bad of this record business. So that way, my emotions are never flared or anything like that. So I have no comfort zone, to answer your question, and I'm just comfortable doing music and creating art that can help heal the world, and also create some form of real estate for all my babies.
No, I love it, man, and I love your story. Thank you for sharing, man. Yeah, me too, Sway. I love it. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm appreciative of you, Terrace. I'm curious because, a lot of times when it comes to artists, we've spoken to a number over the years where when they're in the zone of creating a project, they won't listen to any of their peers, because they just want to protect their subconscious. And I'm wondering, when it comes to the production side, are you that same way? Like, will you chill out on listening to other producers because you don't want to, unintentionally tap into whatever soundscapes that they're in at the moment?
Nah, well, that part of me comes at the end when I'm sitting alone with the record after I've dealt with so many people for the record. Like my sessions, I grew up under, I grew up under Snoop and Dr. Dre. So, I mean, if you listen to them records like the Chronic 2001, Doggy Style, even Snoop records to this day, they're interlude heavy. You feel the vibe of the studio. So for me, and I'm from South Central LA, the Crenshaw and Slauson area. So my first heroes was. You feel me? So my environment wasn't art. It was always around a lot of people. So music is a reflection of my life. So every time we went into the studio with Snoop, he would would have 20, 30 people in the studios, and the game be on, and you still got to do beats right next to Kanye may walk in at the time. High Tech may walk in. Fred Wreck Battle Cat was just killing everything. He was the guy, So it's like, still is to me, but it's like it's. I like it when it's a crowded ass studio and everybody doing their thing and everybody talking loud as fuck, because if the beat don't move, if the record don't move nobody, they gonna keep talking. If the record move everybody, they gonna shut up. I love when everybody give me ideas and say different things. I take what I want to take. I use what I want to use, and what I don't, I spit it out. But I think it's healthy to get other views and other opinions. But then again, I'm walking into all my music sessions with no ego. Like the biggest ego for me is the music. So I'm just a vessel like everybody else. So say something. If I don't care if the dude that's wiping the tables come by and be like, I like that, man. I like that. And he bobbing his head to a certain beat that I don't feel that's in the music. I may go try to put that conga drum to make it match the way his head was bobbing. Like I'm very environmental.
Wow. Were you always like that though, Terrace? Because you know, the famous line is, you know, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. You never had a period of sensitivity maybe earlier that you had to like break through, where if someone wasn't vibing with it, it really just dented your spirit?
You know, I play jazz, but I grew up doing gangster rap. Like I grew up in the 6-0s. Like my life is a little bit. It ain't art. It ain't art school. It ain't none of that shit. So for me, coming to the table with music, getting my heart into for music, that never bothered me because I was losing homeboys. I was running from police and doing all kind of other shit. I went through the juvenile system. I was fighting 2 gun cases in high school. So I wasn't looking at music as a place that could hurt my feelings. I was looking at refuge music. So I wasn't worried about another. First of all, because I'm an artist, I don't put myself on this artist I'm not human pedestal. So I don't. I'm not on that. I'm a civilian like we all are. So I'm not an artist sensitive about my shit. I'm a man sensitive about my life. So my shit's a little different in my head.
Damn,
Hold up.
Hold up, man. Rewind
Hold
that.
up.
Gosh. This dude he's on fire. He's on fire.
God.
My gosh.
Come on, bruh.
Come on, man. I'm walking around the room right now off of that.
Hello? Wake up.
Well, you know what's funny? Like I'm like, you know what? If I'm you know what? I'm gonna go back to the comfort zone. Working, I don't care about that. Being around people, I'm comfortable around everybody, but I love being around people from ghettos all over the world because that's where I'm from. I love that's why I don't have a lot of jazz musician friends. I got the OGs in my corner, and I got Robert and Kamasi. I don't know nobody else in the jazz world. My whole thing is when you grow up under Snoop and the Dog Pound and Corrupt raised me, Daz raised me, Superfly raised me. Like
Superfly.
I'm not. What up, baby? Like I'm more or less coming from the life perspective and then art. I'm not coming from the art and then play life. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's like, I mean, shit. Man, I asked Robert Glasper. He'd be like, "Yo, man, let's go, man." I'll be like, "Man, let's go to the bar. I'm gonna go watch Powers, dog." Oh man, let's go because that dude's in town. We gonna hang out. Man, I'm not hanging out with nobody. I want to just get focused, get up. If Snoop call, I'm pulling up because it's always a party and it's always fun. But being around a bunch of deep musicians that ain't talking about the facts of life and just talking about who's better at their instrument or who's the dopest rapper, dopest producer, man, that's bullshit to me.
Okay. Terrace Martin, man, the album is called Drones. I'm going to say this now, and it might not make a lot of sense to people. There's a song called Evil Eyes on this project with YG. By the way, congratulations on all the success you've had with YG.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Shit. Thank you to YG for calling me.
Yeah, man. YG is a solid dude, real solid dude. It's a young lady named Malaya.
Malaya, yeah.
Malaya.
Yeah, she's
the future. She's the now and she's the future. She sounds amazing on that.
Hey, I met her 2 years ago. I was teaching at Harvard 2 years ago. And it was I forgot the course. But I was at Harvard in Boston, and at the end of the night, all the students that were producers in music say, "Hey, can we play you some music?" And it was like 20 guys and one girl. And all the guys played music, and they, the girl sitting in the back. Oh, she had on overalls and glasses, and I was like, "Who's this girl?" They said, "Man, you got to hear her music. That's Malaya. You got to hear her music." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So she played her music. I said, "Who did the drums?" She said, "Me." I said, "Who played the bass?" She said, "Me." I said, "Who's singing?" She said, "Me." I said, "Who did the keys?" "Me." "Who mixed it?" "Me." I said, "What?" I said, "You do all this?" And then I said, how old are you? She said, she's like 21. 21. I said, you go to Harvard? She said, well, I was going to Berkeley, but I can't afford it no more, so I'm just floating around Boston. Shout out to Berkeley for making it too damn expensive. Anyway, so I'm just floating around Boston. I'm like, oh man, okay, well you should move to L.A. and let's move to L.A. And the first, me and Sycamore saw her in Boston because he was there too. And me and Sycamore got her to L.A. We put her in the studio. I flew out to Detroit with Herbie. Had her parents come. I talked to her parents, let her know like, hey, she's in good hands. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to sign her. I just want to see her grow. I didn't sign her. What? I just want to see her grow. But I'm gonna hold her down while she's in L.A. I'm gonna have her just keep writing music. And she just wrote that song. And I took her to Snoop's. I took her to Herbie. I took her. You're going to hear about this girl. This is going to be a household name.
Yo.
People's little girls, and everybody's going to be so inspired when you see this young, amazing, God-gifted genius in person. And I'm going to bring her up there so she can just sing in front of y'all with nothing.
I would love for her. Yes, I would love for her.
She don't need no auto-tune. She don't need no melodyne. She don't need nothing. All she needs is her voice and your eyes.
Malaya.
I need you to write a book, Terrace.
Yeah.
I do. Like, I maybe not now, not tomorrow, but please, bro, I hope you are just really, really, documenting all of these things that you sharing with us, because this level of manifestation that we've been talking about all day is crazy that you talking about. But
I gotta say this though. I gotta keep it 100. For years since young, I've been around everybody, and all these stories is cool, but I suffered a whole lot because I did have an ego. I was arrogant. I did think I was the young shit back in the day. I did think I could move around L.A. however I wanted to move because I had a crew, and I did think all of those evil, dumb things that really keep you in a poor mindset. I asked Quincy Jones, what's the difference between self-confidence and ego? And he said ego gets in the way of the money. You know what I'm saying? So my ego, I like for me to feel like this, like I had to lose everything twice. I had to lose a crib. I had to lose this. I had to lose a car. I had to lose a family. Like I had to lose and be dropped on my face, kissing the ground and really saying, okay, what is going on? What can I do? And then once I got with Herbie, everything started changing because I start just.
He keeps saying Herbie as in Herbie Hancock.
Yeah, Herbie Hancock.
Way? Okay.
Yeah, that's Herb.
Yeah.
He call him Herb.
Okay.
Herbie. HP.
But
okay.
Because he always teaches you to. That's where I got the title, turning poison into medicine. That's something he always teaches me. And he also says things like you can find beauty within any problem. And Herbie has these tools that have helped me deal with. I think for me, my ego would flare because my insecurity would be tested. So for me, my problem was I had accountability problems in my life. That's why I wasn't successful for a long. Well, I didn't think I was because I was putting out records, but I couldn't pay the fucking rent on time. So I had to really just say, okay, this all my problems in my life is a resort of me. It's me. It's no outside source. It's no miracles, spirituals. It's me. I'm the fuck up. I have to work on this and fix this. No one could help me with this. I need to get this, even want help. And then that's when I start changing. My life got different. I started doing all the Kendrick records. I started working with people I never thought I'd meet, so many different people. And I started getting money. I started getting hella money, bigger, crazy deals, because I was like, wow, that really works when you really feel away and walk away and you talk that talk and you at least try every day. Things really happen. And I just think that's what I want to say, to tell everybody so they won't think I'm just this out the fucking drop of the sky cool shit I'm saying. This is
Facts.
I'm scared to say anything else but this now.
Terrace Martin, man. Big round of applause for this guy, man.
Wow.
By the way, I'm going to give you some game. Next time you talk to Fred Reck, ask him how did he come down to L.A. Where did it all begin?
Hey, bro, I'm a West Coast historian. You better stop playing like I don't know. Like I don't know if that's y'all little homie. You better stop playing, Sway.
Okay, Terry. I didn't know, man. I didn't know how much you were digging in the crates.
Hey, bro, I have original audio cassette recordings of the show, bro. What do you mean? Like,
shit.
Come on, bro.
Come on,
man.
I
remember. I remember when Big. I remember the nights. Not no look at YouTube recap. I remember the nights.
You heard the show, the Biggie, when Biggie came up there and did that last freestyle. You heard it that night.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I love this guy, man.
Hey, look. I'm 41 years old. Come on, man.
Terrace Martin, man. This dude is the truth, man. Hey, and then also Quincy White, man. You showed him a lot of love, man. He's still out there too.
Hey, let me tell you, first of all, we've been knowing him for years. He was early. Him, Kendrick, J-Rock, they was all over there all together rapping every day. That dude is one of Los Angeles' treasures. Like, he is a real high level artist to me. He's like the way he paint pictures, man. If you close your eyes, you may look around like something really happening.
Yeah, Quincy White, man.
With no sound effects on the track.
Absolutely, man. Terrace, I'm looking forward to having you come. Man, we might have to go to L.A. If you could get Malaya, mark my words, citizens, Malaya, remember her name. We might have to come to a broadcast in L.A., man, and have y'all come to something live.
Man. I want that early finish in the morning, too. Let's go.
Oh, damn, like Tracy got it right now. All right,
hey. Look, y'all, if y'all want to come to L.A., we set it up. We come by the house, the studio. We really set it up. We'll get it up. We'll do, like, the crazy interview. I'll have my cousin cook gumbo and vegan gumbo, catfish sandwiches, all that shit, because we got a couple of places. Look, man, we'll talk later. We got a lot going on out here, man.
Come on, man. I love it, man. I'm loving it, man. Hey, what an incredible album you put together. Citizens, absolutely, man. I like mazes. I like chess. I like jigsaw puzzles. I like mathematic equations. I like to solve theorems. These are things that stimulate and activate my mind. When it comes to music, Heather tell you, when I listen to music a little differently, probably I point out certain things that stand out. Listening to your album was like a mental massage. Like, I could not guess what was next. And I really love the consistency of inconsistency, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like
yes,
man. And I love that because every song had its own personality. Songs gave me a pull, like a ode to like 80s R&B. I would hear things in there that made me feel when I heard certain songs from back then, like Forget Me Nots and stuff like that. Well done, brother. I'm really enjoying your album, and I want to tell people to pick it up. Drones, Terrace Martin. And then, look, I'm a hit. What number is this you calling me from? Is that your number?
This is my cell phone. I'm sitting right now wiping down the counter.
Okay, so check it. I'm going to shoot you I feel like I got your number, but I'm going to shoot you a text right now. And then when we come out there, we got a whole beautiful studio out there, man. We can make it look real plush and lovely, courtesy of Sirius XM Pandora. All right?
Man, come on. Hey, but look, y'all got it, because I'm camped out at Henson with like 100 keyboards, and I had to move in like fake trees and all this grass. It looks like a fucking forest, the studio. You guys got to come. I'm going to be there for a long time. You got to come check out this. I'm definitely getting weirder with my studio shit as I get older, so let's go.
Okay. I saw what happened to Dre. He surrounds himself with a that ain't a bad thing. I've been around Dre. I know what that's like.
I know. Hey, Dre has the best studio in the world in the basement of his house now, bro.
Really? He put it in the basement.
There is no studio in the world that sounds like Dr. Dre's fucking home. He had it, bro. It's a SSLK. I've never heard a room sound like Dr. Dre's house. He literally doesn't have to go anywhere. His studio is like, and he's hands on with everything, man. He's like a kid in a candy store, just every day having fun, twisting knobs. The other day, I just went over there and just sat in the back. I was drinking some tequila, and I was just sitting in the back and just looking, saying, "This is happiness, man. This man has worked and been through so much. You know what, Terrace? This is another level. Let's go." That's what I do when I go see Dr. Dre. Let's go. Dre, I gotta go. I gotta go. I just leave real fast and say, okay, now what can I do to get hired? I gotta get hired, not hire drugs and liquor, higher life.
Yeah. I'm glad you pointed
What
out.
kind of tequila?
Dre, man. Shout out to Dr. Dre.
What kind of tequila you like, Terrace?
You know what? I'm a simple guy. I like Casamigos.
Okay.
I don't like 1942 because it's so sweet. It's the sugar. So it's like drinking Hennessy to me. And I ain't mad at Hennessy, but in my younger days, I would do Hennessy. But now Hennessy tastes like maple syrup to me. So now I just got to do tequilas straight up. Don't mix nothing. Don't put an ice cube in it. Just pour me a cup of it and give me some alkaline water on the side. And then we're going to go.
So Casamigos,
Stay
got you.
hydrated.
Okay. Hey, Terry, it's good talking to you, man. I'm proud of you,
Hey,
brother.
man, thank y'all.
Absolutely,
Thank y'all
man.
for your time.
Absolutely, man.
Thank
We're gonna
you.
do it. We're gonna do it in person. I'm gonna play the song Leimert Park, which is a historical area in LA. Great job, Terrace, and I just sent you a text message. Okay?
All right.
All right, brother.
Y'all, peace.
Peace.